Dick, Arizona State thinking about a national championship. What about this exciting team?
Well, they are a national championship caliber offensive football team, and from mid-season on, they've played that way defensively. They have the ability to win it all.
And what about the Ohio State Buckeyes? Sorely disappointed about losing again to Michigan.
I know it. They've tapered off at the last couple games offensively. Defensively, one of the better teams in the country. Opening up the game plan offensively. Look for them to be more aggressive offensively.
And there is Terry Battle. When we were here in early October, he hauled one back 99 yards. He's returned 2 kickoffs for touchdowns. We're underway in Pasadena. And here comes Battle. Hole in the middle. 33-yard line, and it's time for Jake the Snake to go to work. So coming out with that play called on the sideline, as they plan to do. Plummer with a few words for Battle. Let's see if he's going to get the first carry. It's going to be a short setup pass, and it is complete to the 42-yard line. Lindsey Jackson, the wide receiver. Dick, what about the plan here unfolding for the Sun Devils?
Well, Dan Caseta, the offensive coordinator, wants to open quick, fast tempo, just what they're doing right now. They're going to use their entire package early.
The Incredible Hulk is short of that first down, but he kept going. He just refuses to yield. And on the second effort, he reached out toward that first down marker.
Dan Caseta, offensive coordinator, talking with him. He's very excited about the approach. They always come to run, but they plan to run later. They're going to open up their game plan. Multiple formations, movement, run both backs, reverses, screens, quick screens to wide receivers. They've got the whole package, much of it programmed in this first series.
So it will be 3rd and inches, and that's why Coach Snyder opted to go for the muscle up front. Which they do. It's Battle. Hole, first down, close to midfield. Kelly was there. Swing is to Battle. Slides down, but he crosses into Ohio State territory in the nickelback. Antoine Winfield, number 11. Second down for Jake and the Sun Devils. They're at the Ohio State 47-yard line. Plummer in trouble, going down. And the big cat, Andy Katzenmoyer, rolls in with the game's first sack. Now it is 3rd down and 14. The ball at the 45-yard line here. Snake's going to throw the swing to Battle. Battle just beyond the original line of scrimmage. And Arizona State forced to punt. He's a good punter, Lance Anderson. He's a senior from Apple Valley, California. Many of the youngsters on the Sun Devil roster out of the state of California. There's another good freshman, David Boston from Humboldt, Texas. Back deep for the Bucks, standing on their 10-yard line. Tillman, the linebacker, 42, is the short man. Boston at the 15, can't shake the first man who is down there, and he goes down short of that 20-yard line. The Buckeyes come up with their first play from the 16-yard line. Stanley Jackson, the quarterback, changing up the play at the line of scrimmage. Pepe Pearson gets the call, swings outside. That's Matt Keller. Let me check that. That was Matt Keller who got the call, number 23, the freshman. Split backs. Jackson took off, and he'll go down at the 13-yard line as the Sun Devils brought heat. So the defense of the Sun Devils, underrated all year. This is a unit that shut out Nebraska. Jackson takes off, nothing doing. He is down at the 12-yard line. J.R. Redmond's eyes back deep now, standing right at midfield. This could be a good field position for the Sun Devils. Bartholomew was able to boom it out of there. Did very well with that punt as it rolls dead. Battle on first down for a yard. Greg Belisari makes the stop on Battle. And Springs goes over now to bump on Poole on the far side. Backs off a couple of yards, gives him 7 yards. Jake looks in the other direction, slipped, incomplete. And that was Jackson. Buckeyes go nickel, Winfield on the field. 3rd down and 9. They're throwing blitz, and there was contact in the neutral zone.
Dead ball foul. Contact by the defense. 5-yard penalty. It will remain 3rd down.
And he won't disappoint him. 1-on-1, incomplete. and he had his wide receiver, Kenny Mitchell, wide open, and he dropped it.
Mitchell should have made the catch.
Anderson's second punt. Boston signals fair catch. Fumble! It goes back to regain control at the 18-yard line. Now Calhoun is set in front of Pearson. This is the formation that Arizona State expects with the ISO fullback. Short drop, penalty flag is down. Pass was complete to D. Miller on first down, but there was a penalty flag. You can see Coach Cooper say we'll decline that and take the gain. Double tight end, Lumpkin.
They want to run at him in the double tight end set.
And it's Pearson before they're able to get him out of bounds. And now it's Pepe Pearson, left side. Buckeyes are signaling first down. So the ball is out on the 39-yard line of the Buckeyes. First down. Opening quarter, tough defensive game. Pepe Pearson for a couple with Derek Smith. Second down and 8. Ball at the 42-yard line. And here's Jackson. They sprint him to the left. Good runner. Jackson short of the first down. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and Derek Smith again in active pursuit of Stanley Jackson.
Pressure defense, here they come, safeties.
Short drop, fires high, complete, first down. Buckeyes at the Sun Devils, 45-yard line. 6:39 to go, opening quarter. Arizona State and Ohio State are scoreless. The main storyline, the Sun Devils trying to win a national championship. John Cooper trying to win one for pride. Only 1-6 in bowl games. 1st and 10 at the Sun Devils 45. Fake it into round. Jackson tries to buy time, and now he'll hoof it. Good runner. 40, 35. Cut back. Down hard at the 26-yard line. This is what the coaches like about it. This is what Mike Jacobs as an offensive coordinator understands. He had Major Harris, and the Arizona State defense understands now just how mobile Jackson is. Play fake, fires open, man complete to Keller, and Keller's inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, and the defensive coordinator talking with the head coach. Remember, Ohio State's offense has not scored a touchdown in 6 quarters. Jackson fumbles, he'll make the most of it. Penalty flag is whistled down. No touchdown for the Buckeyes.
A penalty flag at the line of
No
scrimmage.
excuse for fumbling a quarterback-center exchange at this time of year. You know, at this time of the year, that should be automatic.
Now it's first and goal, but the ball has been moved back to the 9-yard line. Jackson, receivers covered to the left, in trouble, throws incomplete, and that was very dangerous. Soward went diving for the ball in the end zone. Second down and goal. Deflected, incomplete. They were trying to set the screen behind Orlando Pace on that side, and now they come up with a 3rd and 9. Jackson with good time, couldn't find anybody, and he's got to take off. Fires to the corner, and the Buckeyes wait for the signal down there. Yes, touchdown! There was a conference down there before the official signaled that David Boston had made a legal catch in that corner of the end zone. And it is just good.
He should have been sacked inside the pocket. They let him outside the pocket. He bought some time, allowed the receiver to work in that corner. From up here, you couldn't tell whether he was in or out. And they did hesitate on that.
Battle from 10, hit at the 20-yard line, and down right there. All right, first down, and here is the handoff. And the Buckeyes crawl all over. Now it is second down and 11 for his offense, trying to get on track. And Hummer on the sprint is down at the 15-yard line, and there's the big cat rolling again.
Boy, can he move inside out. And this young man, 245 pounds, and can he run? And you no longer have to call him a freshman. He's just one heck of a linebacker.
On 3rd and 15, Plummer in trouble again, the Buckeyes. Pincus was coming from the backside. Belisari was there too. Austin back deep. Anderson steps over to the left. Made a good pickup on that snap. Neither of the snaps have been very good the last two. And Boston now weaves his way back into Sun Devil territory at the 44-yard line. Now the Buckeyes of Ohio State favorite, lead Arizona State by 7 here. And they will attack from the 43-yard line. Jackson sets the screen this time, and Keller has been very active here in the first quarter. It is now becoming clear that Coach Jacobs and the other assistants made a decision to use the fullback as the key man here in this game and send him out. Second down and 4, and Jackson has to feel confident about his situation now. This is Pearson, and that appears to be a first down depending on where the spot is. You can see Calhoun, who's like an extra guard. Number 39 coming in as this bigger offensive line. As you can see the Bucks get set, they're starting to wear him down just a little bit in the early going anyway. Jackson on the roll, sprints, almost caught on the deflection by Demetrius Stanley. He almost was able to pick off the pass, but instead it went incomplete. Buckeyes with 3 wides. Stanley, the main man in the pregame game plan, is slotted to the right. Jackson, though, will go short side, complete to the 30-yard line. And you can see just how quickly Richardson moved up from that safety spot and unloaded on that 3rd wide receiver.
Blitz. Here he comes. You got to see that.
Friedman, and it was a Fright Night experience for Stanley back at the 42. Belisari is the short man.
Back to receive for the Sun Devils.
Bartholomew into the end zone. And you can see Redmond down there, one of the return men. He knew the ball was going into the end zone, and he unloaded. In the first 15 minutes, well, we saw the first touchdown of the New Year scored in the state of California, and it was the Ohio State Buckeyes. Jake the Snake and the Sun Devils, who are having trouble against this defensive line, wanted to go long, and that was Sean Springs, who was locked up with Poole. So it is 2nd down and 10 for Plummer and the Sun Devils. Battle. Bounces off the first tackler, but Belisari cleans it up after Ty Howard made the initial hit. Ricky Boyer, number 24, the 3rd wideout, goes in motion. The Sun Devils try to open things out. They flare it down to Battle with a great move, and Battle to the 31-yard line, and a first down for the Sun Devils. And Michael Martin on the Sun Devils sideline watching his teammates. J.R. Redmond replaces him, and J.R. Redmond not too bad either. Pounds to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 1, and Hawk steps off to the right. If they come back power, but they send a tight end, Kendall, over the other direction. Play fake, and Jake's going to roll left. Tight end's a safety valve, tries to throw the block, and Jake's got a first down at the 45-yard line. First down. Jake now rolling, just sprinting out to the right-hand side. So what now the Sun Devils have decided to do is, against that enormous pressure up front by the Buckeyes, they are simply having Jake Plummer move the pocket left, then move it back on over to the right. It'll be a first down for the Sun Devils at the 47-yard line. A personal foul on both teams. Movement.
The hard count's getting them. They better stay with it.
Dead ball foul. Offside. Defense remains first down.
Fellas in the striped shirts dominating here over the last minute or so. Play fake by Plummer. Fires high. Great catch by the tight end Bush. First down, Sun Devils. Sun Devils come back with Battle on a first down running play, and Battle gains 8 yards before he is out of bounds at the 33-yard line. To the short side, slot man now will come back.
They're in the bare front now. Everybody covered.
Fake. Wow. Katzen Moyer comes up big on that play.
See, in that defense, you cover all the offensive linemen with defensive linemen. No offensive lineman can get on this gorilla, and he just moves in and pops the play. He should make that play. Nobody can get to him with that scheme. See, he's free to slide right in there and pop it.
J.R. Redmond He's the fellow who threw that pass back to Plummer. He's in at running back. He's replaced Battle on 3rd and 2. He flares over the middle and first down, Sun Devils. Arizona State trails it by a touchdown, but they have moved inside the Buckeye 30. Redmond. And he is short of the 25-yard line. Jeff Wilson checks into that defensive line. On 2nd down, pump fake, Plummer now goes end zone against the nickel man. Great catch, touchdown. Oh, what a grab by Ricky Boyer. Robert Neese. Jake Plummer, the holder. Tied at the Rose Bowl. So the first big break of this Rose Bowl game goes to Arizona State. We're tied at 7. Anderson, fielded by Sean Springs, the defensive back, handling the ball. 25 alley and out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Stanley Jackson will come with their base play. Bucky Person to the 40-yard line, and that is 7 yards on first down before Pat Tillman, the linebacker from. Now take a look at that hairdo there. So he hasn't had a haircut since he was in high school. He's a 3.87 student. 2nd down and 3. Fullback offset to the right, and they'll run Pearson in that direction. Lumpkin was also over there. The Buckeyes brought power as they rush ahead for a first down. Jermon Jackson checks in for his first series, and here's the draw fake. They usually use Jackson on the draw play. Now Stanley faking, got a man open, got him at the 25-yard line. Incomplete. Buster Tillman going to argue that he had control.
Buster Tillman doing a good job. All coaches teach a secondary reaction to a pattern when the quarterback gets outside the pocket and comes your way. Usually the widest guy breaks and goes deep. Now there's Tillman. See, he sees the quarterback coming in his way. A scramble drill. Here he is to the left side of your screen. That looks like a better catch than the other one.
Looks like he had it.
Yeah, he looked like he had his hands under it, but I don't know anymore.
Jason Simmons was the defensive back on that side, and he was the fellow who was free. 2nd down and 10 now. Stanley almost intercepted by Fright Night Friedman. 3rd and 10.
Pressure, pressure.
Bouncer. Demetrius Stanley had run a pattern and was coming across the field at the 35-yard line.
You know, punters don't get a lot of credit, but Brent Bartholomew has really improved his punting this year over last year. He's been one factor of the reason they're in the Rose Bowl.
A beautiful booming punt under pressure, and it'll go all the way through the end zone. 7-7, Arizona State dreaming of a shot at a national championship.
Here's Kevin Wolfhausen, the defensive line coach, getting his group fired up. He says, you know, we got to get more pressure on that quarterback.
And Jermaine with a package for him in this offense, now starting to warm up on the sideline. Battle is the running back behind Plummer. The Buckeyes show Damon Moore pressing up at the line of scrimmage, the strong safety. And Battle has nowhere to go, somehow got free, and then the big cat cleaned it up. 2nd and 10. Fires complete and short of the first down because of Ty Howard, the corner man over there, working against Jackson. And the Sun Devils get a favorable spot. And now Boyer squeezes back through for 5 yards with Vrabel and Moore hanging on. And so Boyer with a first down run. The toss, fumble, Battle goes back, loose ball, still loose, and now he's got it. He regains control, and for a moment, it looked like Luke Fickell might recover the free football.
Wow, he's lucky he got it back.
3rd down and 9. Belisari up on the line defensively, and he's coming. And so too was Kelly, the safety blitz. Anderson's punt bounces in front of Boston, and it will be down by the Sun Devils. The ball will be spotted at the 29-yard line. And the Buckeyes come with Michael Wiley, giving them some dash at that tailback spot. He'll be set behind Calhoun. Joe Germain is in at quarterback, so it's a new offensive set, and here comes Wiley. Breakout speed, 11 yards on his first carry of the game. Germain, perhaps a better passer than Jackson. With his package, he's in with Wiley. They use Wiley again. He sprints out to the right, to the Sun Devils' 49-yard line. 3 more yards. Second down for the Bucks. They move the tight end over on Derek Rogers. They've been attacking 59 with the tight end. Wiley smashes right straight ahead to the 45-yard line. So the strategy now has been countered. Arizona State has flexed Derek Rogers off the line so Big Orlando Pace cannot get a body on him. That was Bruce Snyder's plan coming into the game. The Buckeyes are simply moving a tight end over on that side so that 59 does not get free. That's why we haven't called his name very much here.
But what they did, Brent, with that, they had Rogers there, the tight end there, but they stunted Rogers all the way into the play. He made the play coming from the backside. They don't want to relieve him on a 340-pound offensive tackle.
Rogers is on the other side, away from Pace on this third down. He's picked up. Boston short of the first down. Fourth down for the Buckeyes. And here comes Bartholomew off the sideline. They send Keith Poole in as one of the return men along with J.R. Redmond. You can see Poole, number 3. And he will stand back at the left 11-yard line. So they protect the wings on Bartholomew, who booms it again into the end zone. Arizona State and Ohio State deadlocked at 7. 2:44 to go in the first half of the Rose Bowl. Luke Fickell is out of the lineup right now. Jake Plummer on the first down. Swing Boyer and a foot race with Vrabel, who brought him down from behind.
You see what I'm talking about, Brent? That quickness? You know, he is responding to what he sees, and his body is fresh, and he's moving inside out.
Now Boyer will come in motion behind Jake. And this is battle again. Far outside, comes off of Moore, and Sean Springs' penalty flag comes down at the 30-yard line.
Face mask, 5-yard penalty against the defense, assessed from the end of the run, repeat second down.
So here comes Fickell with the left arm bandaged. Into the lineup now for the Bucks. On a quick count. Plummer to Poole, incomplete, and Sean Springs, number 24, comes up big again.
I asked him about the matchup. Is he concerned? He says, no, I respect Poole. He's a fine receiver. He has good leaping ability. He said, Coach, but I can cover, and I've covered good receivers in the Big Ten many times. Not a cocky guy, a confident guy with tremendous ability to back up any statement he makes.
And here's a storyline for the day. Poole is being shut out by number 24. He's the go-to man. Third down and 5 from their own 25. The Buckeyes blitz Kelly again, and Plummer slips away from it. Battles toward the first down, Arizona State. Now there is that veteran Jake Plummer. They're going to go without a huddle right now on first down. Plummer fires incomplete at the 45-yard line. Kelly comes up big on Bush, the tight end. Second down and 10. Move the pocket to the right. Incomplete. And it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Sun Devils. 3rd down and 10 for the Sun Devils. Plummer, incomplete. They will punt it away. In a tight defensive game, one of the things you notice being around college football is that sooner or later there will be a play on special teams. Something will happen. A punt or a kicker. Here's Anderson. Boston is back. Big hop. Going to concede some yards.
Bad mistake. He should get up
conceded a lot of yardage back all the way to the 20-yard line. Joe Germain replaced Stanley Jackson as the coaches planned in this game. They had a package. 3 wide receivers for the Bucks, 4 down linemen. Rogers gets outside of Pace because they drew the fake and they ran on the play. Scott Von der Ahe making the stop. 2nd and 8. Keller is the split fullback. Pepe around behind him. Daylight, Tillman hanging on over there. So we have come to the end of the first half. Ohio State scored first on a touchdown catch by David Boston. 1 foot inbound. And the Buckeyes will get the first possession of the second half. Calhoun and Pearson, the running backs. And again, they move the tight end over on Rogers. On a running play for 3 yards. The base 4-3 is the look being shown by the Sun Devils. This is Pearson on a delay, and they'll close down hard with Derek Smith in there on the hit, the linebacker.
Like a pressure defense, and it is.
They pick up Rogers, incomplete. Jermaine looking for the tight end, DJ Jones, coming off the line, but the pressure was there. Now Redmond from the 35 slips at the 45-yard line. Arizona State opens with a power formation. They're going to pound away, and Battle picks up almost 5 yards. Coach getting fired up.
Well, I know Cassetto's attitude. I've been around that guy. He'll get after him.
2nd and 5. Battle brings the end around, and it's Poole. Midfield, first down. Inside the 40-yard line. Poole picked up the first down at the Bucks 38. Jackson is the short wide receiver. Battle with Miller trying to trip him up, and he was able to stumble forward for a couple of yards. Poole is out far to the right. Jackson slot, quick count. Throw back left side. Boyer dueling Howard. Diving attempt again, but this time no catch. Redmond checks in as the running back. Remember, he too is capable of throwing the ball. Here comes the blitz from Kelly. They're going back to Bush on that screen. 35. Good call against the safety blitz. And Bush powers inside the 15, and now the penalty flags come flying against the Sun Devils. So it is first down inside the 30 against pressure. Katzenmoyer explodes it, and Redmond bounces off the first hit. There's another penalty flag down, however. So we'll see if the officials can sort this one out any quicker. This one against the Bucks. Battle sprinting out. Winfield made the first hit as he came across the nickel back. 2nd down. This is Paul getting his carry, and what effort he showed. He came away from Mr. Vrabel that time, didn't he, as he kept driving. On 3rd and 1, goal line look by the Buckeyes, which means that Orlando Pace is in. Battle couldn't get away from number 13, Damon Moore. If he kicks it, a 37-yarder. And Nice boosts the Sun Devils into their first lead of the day. Now Stanley and Springs are back deep as the Bucks need something on special teams, anything, to get them going here in this football game. Springs will try it from coming out of the end zone. 15, 20, to the 25-yard line, and Joe Germain continues as the Buckeye quarterback.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
So another problem for the Buckeyes is that penalty goes against them on the kickoff return, and Joe Germain checks back in to see if he can do something, and now it's very tough field position. They'll be coming out against Bruce Snyder's defense from the 12-yard line. Snyder starting to feel much better. His, as Dick told you at halftime, has been a great second half team. Rogers over to the Goldston side. Fake, Jermaine time, and a diving attempt by Stanley. Makes the catch there at the 29-yard line. Now they've got a tight end, Jones, over on him on the left. Jermaine gonna fake again. Comes to the middle, caught on the fly. The Buckeyes break Stanley. 72-yard touchdown.
A little more accurate coming into this ball game and has been in the practice. Again, those two tight ends condense that defense, constrict it. They're play and run, they're play action. Good call, good changeup, big play.
Longest pass play for a touchdown this season for the Bucks. Josh Jackson, Bartholomew, the punter, will hold it. And the Buckeyes regain the lead. Ohio State leading Arizona State 14-10, 8:23 to go in the third. Mike Malfa is the new kickoff man for the Buckeyes. Farlow and Battle are back deep. Battle in the middle from the 5. Left foot kind of gave way as he made the catch. Got an alley. This is his favorite return over to the left. And Sean Springs there drives him out of bounds at the 29-yard line. And Springs is wrapped up.
The ASU defense decided to go with 5 down linemen right here. That meant they took the free safety, Fright Night, out of there, Friedman. That leaves 3 deep, so they get 1-on-1 here, 1-on-1 there, and here's the touchdown. Simmons is all alone, no inside help. He should try to cover him inside a little bit more. See, no safety there, 5 down linemen rushing. He beats him right there. Big, big play. As you said, longest one of the year.
Quarterback, 1st and 10 from the 28.
2 tight ends. Battle squeezes through a hole to the 32-yard line. Fake, and now Jake rolls the pocket, gonna get forced back the other way. Cats and Warriors picked off, and Plummer dives for a first down. Great block on the big cat that time, and Plummer was roaming free. J.R. Redmond checks in as running back, gets the call right side. Belisari bangs him out of bounds.
Belisari does bang him out of bounds. He's been doing it for a long time, Brent.
Holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
This is Redmond sweeping away to the right, and you can see Belisari able to get on him, and then he gets help. But of course, the penalty is going to bring the ball on back to the 30-yard line. Belisari, someday he hopes it'll be Dr. Belisari. He wouldn't mind, he told me yesterday, becoming an orthopedic surgeon. One of those smart, brainy guys on this Ohio State team. First down for Plummer. Redmond still in blitz. Winfield nickel man. So that time, Fred Buckeyes decides to blitz the nickel man, and Winfield almost gets there. Second down and 20. Winfield coming again, picked up by the running back, but that freed the way for the big cat to make the stop. He was right there with Finkus. 3rd and long. Is there a whistle? Yes, there was before the snap.
Dead ball foul. False start. On the offense. 5-yard penalty, and will remain 3rd down.
3rd down and 29. Plummer got Boyer, the motion man. Far short. First down. David Boston makes the fair catch at the 25-yard line.
Fair catch.
Michael Wiley now, the dash and flash running back, and he's an outstanding receiver. In motion to the short side for Jermaine. Swadak picked up. Now the middle of the defense all over Jermaine. Bondarahi in there on top of him too. Now the Arizona State defense starting to step it up. 2nd down and 12. A national title could be at stake. Here's Wiley. Bondarahi wraps him up at the 24-yard line. Jermaine steps away, and down he goes. Number 94 won't let him get away. Bartholomew.
Oh, not a good one.
And Redmond's going to let it go out of bounds, and they're coming up to mark this ball on the other side of the 50. Jake Plummer will play with half a field. The Sun Devils in their title drive down by 4, with Springs doing a whale of a job defensively. The running back, Battle checks back in. Now we will have the Big East crew sorted
Dead
out
ball
here.
foul. Illegal substitution. 12 men on the field against the defense. 5-yard penalty. It'll remain 1st down.
Well, Fred Buckeyes has been disguising his coverage over here on the sideline, and he finally gets called on it. Base for 3, and Plummer straight back. Fires middle. Blue can't hold on at the 12-yard line.
Good coverage outside. Excellent free safety play by Kelly, working inside out back there. See what I'm talking about right here. Big play, receiver go down the middle. You've got to be able to take a hit from the right side of your screen. Pow!
And now, I believe another penalty flag has been thrown on a coach over here on the sideline. And Bruce is saying, come on, move it on.
Dead ball.
That's what it is. That's on the
Ohio State bench. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Wow. It's like a big T in basketball. Plummer now got one-on-one, goes incomplete. Second down and 10, the ball to 28. This is battle into the heart of Buckeye land.
You can bet they'll come after him. They're in that bare front right now. Yeah, here they come.
Firehead one-on-one pool, picked off. Katsumoyo, the big cat rolling down his arm. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Wants a block from the safety, and there's going to be a penalty flag.
They've done a good job following takeaway. 23% of their points scored has come after a takeaway.
But that favorable field position is negated, so they must take over on their own 25-yard line. Jermaine hit on the release, incomplete, and that was Simmons.
Really well done. Here it is again. Look at the closing speed right here. Got to step on him. There he goes. Damn.
Matt Keller in on 2nd and 10. He's an outstanding receiver. Sueda again gets off the ball. They want to set the screen against it to Keller, and Rogers was in on that tackle that time for the Sun Devils. It's 3rd and 15. The ball on the 20. Now the Sun Devils show pressure at the line. They're coming. Here's the sack. Fright Knight in on top after Smith hit him first. Now, tough spot. Remember, there was pressure on Bartholomew from the left defensive side for Arizona State out of his own end zone.
Oh, he gets a good one, too.
There's Redmond. Another penalty flag comes flying.
You'll see the block in the back right there. Obvious, glaring. Can't do that.
The ball comes back to the Sun Devils' 43-yard line.
And the penalty.
And the final seconds left here in the third quarter of 5 with Joe Germain, who took a blow from Friedman up on the chin. Last play of the quarter. Plummer. Complete. He puts the ball in the hands of Lindsey Jackson. And the third quarter comes to an end with the Sun Devils ball. We start the final quarter. They trail it in their bid to be a national champion. 5-4. Here is Battle running back. And he makes it to the 42-yard line. That's a first down. Boyer in motion. Drops it. At the 35-yard line. Second down and 10. Second down and 10. Boyer goes in motion. Left slot, they'll drop it off down to Battle. Bounces off of Moore to the 31-yard line. Another first down, Sun Devils. Poole, Boyer, and Jackson, the wideouts. Comes the blitz. And the whistle before Kelly came across the line of scrimmage.
Dead ball foul. False start. On the outfit. 5-yard penalty. Remain first down.
Well, the last time Bruce Snyder's team threatened, they turned it over. This time, a false start, and they're penalized 5 yards.
They jumped into the bare front now.
Short drop, got Boyer, drops it. Sean Springs was coming up to deliver a message, and it was incomplete. Dick, whereas in the first half, Springs was locked up on Poole for almost all of the 30 minutes. He's off of him right now.
Right, and when they play zone, then they'll loosen back off him. So they're obviously slipping a zone in there once in a while, Brent.
So now as he goes out, split out to the left side, Springs has him. Plummer looks back, incomplete, should have been caught by the tight end, and it was dropped that time by Kendall. Now third down and 15. Jackson locked up with Howard. Springs is well off of Poole, and Kelly stepped into that neutral zone. Battle is hit quickly.
Jake Plummer's doing a good job of holding the snap count. They use an erratic count. It's not rhythmic, so he can hold it. And that got the guys across the line of scrimmage.
Or shouldn't we say upsetting? They were the favorites in this game. Low Hunt trying to get it out of bounds. Trying to get coverage downfield, and it is out of bounds. Beautifully done by Anderson. Rolling out at the 6-yard line. The Sun Devils, they smell that blood right now. Schrader tries to get across. Pepe's got the hole on the right-hand side. Now, from the backside, he's brought down, but not before he's bailed him out with a 12-yard run. They give it to the fullback. The 21-yard line. So second down. Becky Pearson taken away from Rogers. There's the speed. He brings him down. Tackle for a loss. Buckeyes don't want to turn it over down here. Jermaine short drop. Puts it into Boston's hands. And he'll go down at the 19-yard line. Far short of that first down. Redmond. Picked up on the bounce, trying to save a loss. Does a decent job. Back to the 32-yard line. Redmond is the running back. Toss is to Redmond behind Clark. Clark cuts down Katzenmoyer. And Redmond is down at the 35. This is Redmond again, plowing straight ahead, short of the first down. Third down and 2. Boyer in motion. Redmond and stopped short of it. Boston awaits the Anderson punt. A boomer. What a leg this young man possesses. A chance. It's down inside the 5-yard line. They'll spot it at the 2. And again, the story. Jermaine on the sideline for the Buckeyes. Stanley Jackson, the starter in this game, now returns. A very tough spot for Jackson. Coming out from the Buckeyes 3-yard line. The hand is to Pearson. Busts loose. He's got the line. He's free. Sauer into the foot race, has the angle, and he pushes him out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Tight end moves over on the Derek Rogers side of the defense. Wiley now in the game. And Wiley to the 32. Second down. Here comes the pressure from the Sun Devils. Wiley steps free. Oh, if he had just maintained his balance, he was gone. Pressure time for both sides. Wiley, left side, and a great tackle by Bandaraki. Stanley and Boston. Touchdown pass. Jackson threw away for Boston. Dropped back off against Sauer. Matt Keller, who's been a big player in this game, is back in as the lone running back behind Jackson.
Wiley's out as a wide receiver.
Almost intercepted. Tillman.
That's pass interference.
Jackson into attempt the field goal. Loose. Sun Devils. Loose. And the big fella Rogers is rolling. There is a penalty flag down, however, so hold on.
During the run back, an illegal forward pass against the returning team. 5-yard penalty to the spot of the foul. First down.
Now Jake Plummer quickly at the line here on first down. Throws back left deep. Got his pull. It's broken up at the last instant by Sean Springs.
He was watching his eyes.
Second and 10, and it's Redmond. Redmond to the 47-yard line. Plummer's got Poole now with his first catch, and it is big.
Redmond out as a wide receiver. That's on Damon Moore, strong safety.
Gets away, drops it to Polk, safety valve, and they make the most out of Nelson. Pick up a couple of yards on that. The Sun Devils hope to state their case, become a national champion. Here's the toss. Redmond hit by Moore. 39-yard line. Couldn't get it this time. Redmond is the running back, and Boyer's the motion receiver. Here comes the blitz. They go one-on-one against Howard. Got it! First and goal for the Sun Devils. Now first and goal. Buck, the fullback, for one against the heart of the Buckeye defense. 3 wideouts for Plummer, and Bush is the tight end on the right-hand side of the formation. Plummer hit by Belisari. Held on to the football, wrapped it up.
They're coming again.
Plummer in trouble, steps away, cuts free, breaks loose, 5. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The snake does it again. This team won't die.
Robert Cruz.
Wow. Anderson keeps it on the ground. High hop. Fielded by the short man Keller, the fullback. Joe Germain, who threw the long touchdown pass, has replaced Stanley Jackson. Field goal does them no good. Tight end, incomplete. Almost intercepted by Friedman. Germain. That is man incomplete. He was wide open that time. Got it to Stanley. That's a first down, and it stops the clock. Germain, far side, incomplete. Second down, he wanted Stanley, and there is a penalty flag flying on that far side. Ineligible receiver downfield. Very costly.
Penalty decline. Play second down.
Now it is 2nd and 10 for the Sun Devils. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Steps away from the pressure. There's got Stanley again. Buckeyes don't need a touchdown. They don't have to try to win it here in the last 53. Germain. Got him again. Stanley out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Germain got a man. No, it is stopped.
Dead ball foul. False start. On the offense. 5-yard penalty.
Joe Germain. One-on-one against Simmons. And there's a penalty flag on the play. Yes, indeed. That's a 15-yard penalty. Fake. Looks back the other way. It's open if he wants to run. He threw it incomplete. There was an alley wide open. He could have run all the way to the 10-yard line. Coming after him. Germain calmly fired high.
Pass interference.
Ball just inside the 20-yard line. Over the middle. Incomplete. And there's the flag.
Well, I didn't call it last time. I think I'll call it this time.
Keller is offset from the play. Germain going to throw it wide open. Got him. Buckeyes leading. 19 seconds to go. And the freshman, David Boston, with his 2nd touchdown pass of the game. And now it'll be Jackson to see if he can put this one out of field goal range as far as Arizona State is concerned. They get out and block it.
I think it was a
It's
low kick.
Bernstein again. Here is the kickoff now. They're going to put it in Redmond's hands at the 15-yard line. Can they get a return? Alley right side out to the 34-yard line.
They'll be way back in a prevent defense.
Jake throws for the first down to Bush. He'll get out of bounds, stop the clock. On a quick count. Middle, got the first down. Jackson's got to get down. They got to stop it. Time has run out. Ohio State beats Arizona State. The Sun Devils' dream comes to an end in Pasadena, but not before they put on a heck of a fight.